Okay, so finally back with the last episode of Beast Tamer. So in the last episode, I actually thought episode 12 was the last episode. It's not. Uh, so this episode, I'm not too sure what to expect from it because the greater demon or whatever was defeated, and the Kitsune girl is secured. We already got her backstory and stuff. So yeah, I'm not too sure. City took some heavy damage. Yeah, mostly it. I was a little disappointed by the animation last episode. Like, it was nice, but I mean, I understand the show doesn't have like a big budget compared to some others. So I'm not going to hold that against the show. And that's not me bashing the show. I wish it did have a bigger budget because the show has had very beautiful shots of lighting in it at times. So, but oh well. And then yeah, at the end of the last episode, the Yusha was well not acting very Yusha like. But anyways, let's jump into this episode and yeah. It does have like some nice panned camera shots. The art style has grown on me throughout the series. Every time I see that thumb bite, I'm like, this is like some Naruto-esque. I can't remember what Naruto did with that. Why he bit his thumb out. But I remember him doing it. I actually have blonde eyelashes. Amazing. You never see that. Hmm. It's like, yatta, another hero member. Yo, that's hilarious. I always decide a cute little sister ignores her like younger twin. Yeah, I did find it very well. I'll mention that in like the review, I guess. My review of this series, I don't think I'll be too long. So I'm guessing like all the ones that were arrested are just jailed or manual labor. I mean, honestly, he should be S rank. Hmm. He beat an A rank, but they only put him to C. Reminds me of Tenken. Its friend. I was gonna say he's very humble. So, okay. He's gonna be rolling. Dollar bill. Yeah, he might regret that. It's like, yeah, she's a demigod. Matasai Kyoshu. That's funny. Okay. It's like, you're not angry? Okay, I take that as approval. That's hilarious. Yo, freaking Kanade just taking up like 1.5 spots. What the heck, real estate? Oh, damn. So, like, they don't go to another turf. Damn. In the gang life, no leaving. That sounds like highly political, to be honest. Probably like political undertones in it for the reasonings, but I don't think the show would get into that. Not too much. Every time I see Nina, it looks like she just gets smaller and smaller. Yeah, this looks like a visual novel scene I'm looking at right now. The white cutout behind her and stuff. Outlining. Damn, she caved too quick. Is it? Is this like harem member number 7 coming? Tanya's really pretty. They garden. They do pranks. They smear curry to make it look like you crapped yourself. What? I like Kanade screams. And everyone else is like, really? Maji? That's very dramatic. Okay, that's like weirdly ominous for someone who's gonna switch your sugar and salt. That smile. But can't Nina do something? Or the fairies? Or don't they have like celestial powers? Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Yo, Kanade grabbed Tanya like she was about to swing her like a weapon, like an axe. That's hilarious. Watch, like one of them recognizes it. Oh my gosh, it's a maid. Ah, I think that just made her mad. It's still alive. But it's like, but it's a ghost. What do you mean? Oh, quick thinking. I like they're having a discussion midway. They should have made her hair longer. Oh, so it decides to go after Kanade, who's scared. How? Yo, what the heck? Okay, so this is like this episode feels like a OVA, to be honest, rather than a final episode. It's more like just a for fun thing, I guess. But it's a cute episode. It's fun. It's like Bad Kitty Down. What the heck? The way Kanade just acted, and then she's like, "Oh, I don't remember what I did." It actually reminds me. There's a condition. I forgot what it's called, but if you suffer brain damage, and sometimes it happens to like football players or boxers or others, or if you've been in a very bad accident, um, you can have like aggressive impulses, and then just completely forget about it after from like brain damage. I forgot the term for it though. This man literally just tamed a ghost. A whippersnapper? What kind of weird translation? Kanade's like, we're used to it. Interesting, her last name is Holy, but she can die by holy magic. No holding back. No question. You're weird. Wait, she can leave? I do like the little simple light backgrounds the show does. My favorite was like that one of Kanade. I don't know if it was episode 2 or 4. But it was like a sunset hitting off her. That was probably the best shot in the series. The lighting was like a lot better. Some of the lighting shots in the show are a lot better than shows with bigger budgets. Just wish the show had a bigger animation budget. Especially for the previous episode. Ah, they should have made her hair longer. I would have fit her character more. The deed to the house. Here's her mortgage rate. I got a freaking demigod and a ghost in 1 week. I wonder, is the ghost girl an ultimate species? I'm not sure. If anyone knows, let me know below. I don't know if they said that. Yo, why does the bald dude look like he got younger? He's bullying. They're literally just flexing their power. It's like, well, you didn't do anything. Actually. Actually. Yeah, they're calling him out. Yo, that learn a little humility thing he does. Me too. He attacked? Oh, that's gonna look bad on him. Why is he blaming Rain? You're the one who unleashed the freaking demon to attack the city and then didn't do anything about it. Like, what the hell? We were planning to just have it destroy the whole city, and then what? Swoop in and, like, act the hero? Yo, you all would have gotten clapped by that thing. That was cute as heck. The Okari Nasai. Tadaima. Tanya's wink is so cute. I think Tanya's definitely like the prettiest. Nina's cute. I'm mixing up the twins though every time I see them. But they have like a difference in how they speak. Kanade's like, yo, I'm a carnivore, give me my meat. あのね。本当に一人じゃないの. I think that's what she said. Really, truly not alone. Oh, the ghost girl looks like she's smitten. I would like. I don't think short hair suits her too well. It looks okay, but. Hmm. What did he say there? Something about a form of escapism? I don't know if escapism was the right word. That maybe I didn't hear what he said in Japanese. Maybe it's a mistranslation, but was that his mom? Oh, his mom was hot. Is it just me? Wait, or does like his mom look like? Yo, his mom looks like Nina, just like a lot taller. Nina is technically like, well, technically they're all like adults. But like his mom looks like Nina, actually. Just black eyelashes instead of blonde. And like she's just a lot taller. It's crazy. And you're not gonna be like wife number one. Maybe what I just said is weird. To hold her off while you can. Wow. That's. It's funny that like the twin sister that's like less feminine in her speech and all and mannerisms is like the better cook. Well, that's the prologue. What do you say at the end? The story of the beast tamer driven out of the hero's party. All the species cackerel and forged a new set of bonds. At least that's the story's prologue. So this whole season is like a prologue. That's awesome. Okay. I liked that episode. I did really enjoy that episode. It was nice. It was chill. I'll be honest. This episode felt more like an OVA. Except the ending. The ending felt like a bit of an ending, but the rest of the episode felt like an OVA. I'm not complaining, but like I would have. Well, let's watch the ending and then I'll talk about some stuff. I'll talk about what I enjoyed about the series, what I didn't enjoy, what I would look forward to for a season 2. I love their outfits. The characters are pretty, Tanya especially. The artwork did grow on me throughout the series. See if there's anything extra. I think that's it. Okay, so that's it. That's the final episode of Beast Tamer. So did I like this series? I did. I loved it. Um, Now I'm not going to compare this series to others because it's its own series, right? Though I do mention at times if a show reminds me of another show, I will make note of it. Well, what it reminds me of, what elements it reminds me of, right? Because it's cool to see similarities. So I don't think the show would be too popular, to be honest, because the MC is overpowered and people will find that played out. And it seems like an ecchi at first glance, which it's not. There actually isn't much etchiness. Not until episode 8. Like in episode 8, that was where you got like a little bit of an ecchi scene, but they tied it into the characters' demeanors, right? With the Rain worried that they were in danger. So they did a little bit of a different spin with it. And then there were some, by the younger twin theory, some more crude jokes. I don't know how to word it. We'll go with that word. So there was that. However, overall, I would say the show was mostly pretty PG. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Hiram's, right? I'm not a fan of that kind of stuff, to be honest. Of like a polygamous or polyamorous stuff. I like monogamy ideal. It's the best. It's the best with the least headaches and all. Actually. But that's fine, right? Like, I know harem is a common trope in the anime, so I didn't hold it against it. And I still watched the series knowing that it was a harem beforehand, right? Surprisingly, the show wasn't. I didn't expect it to be ecchi, but like I could see why. Like I mentioned, why someone would think it would be. But I'm glad that it wasn't, because that means a lot of the show could even be viewed by like a child. Though some of the jokes, at times after episode 8, anyways, were a bit inappropriate. That coming from like Runa. But I think it's a good show that the majority of people can watch and enjoy. I did like the art style. The art style grew on me throughout the series. I did come to adore it. Especially, like I've mentioned multiple times, there was very beautiful lighting in the episodes. Like I'm reminded by episode, I think it was 2 of, of this show. I think it was episode 2 where Kanade and Rain, they were out, and someone let me know if it was or not, I forget, but I think it was episode 2, and the episode where Rain was talking to the bees, and there was a beautiful ending shot of Kanade with the sunset, the sunlight hitting her, and the angle was gorgeous, very gorgeous. Like this show has had some very beautiful artistic scenes in it with the lighting that I see done better in it than shows with bigger budgets, which is really superb. So I loved the majority of the show. I loved the pacing for it. The pacing, I could see people seeing it as quick, but I thought the pacing wasn't like overdone until later, until probably about episode 9 or 10, to be honest. I think around like episodes 10 and 11 were a bit fast paced and a bit too fast paced, and episode 12, so the previous 3 episodes, I think they were a bit rushed, I'm not gonna lie. So there was that. Like I would have loved to see also like, but for the rest of the series I liked the pacing of it, just those last 3 episodes that were a bit too rushed. Music. I liked the music throughout the series. It fit the scenes well. The ending song is nice and cute. The opening song is a banger at best opening I've heard from any of the shows I've been watching this season. Like the opening song, I really love it. And I love the visuals for it as well because it really fits nicely. Like the singer sings it in a very soft way, but it's soft, but it has an impact to it. Like I don't know how to describe it. I'm not a musical buff, but like it just tied into the visuals very well. I found. I think it was great. It was also funny that like the thing they fought and the opening, it looked like a black-eyed skull dragon Yu-Gi-Oh card, which was hilarious. Um, but yeah, the also going past the music, so I enjoyed it. Liked the ending, that opening. I loved it. Um, we talked about the pacing. I found it to have a pacing issue for the last 3 episodes. The art style I liked, and it had beautiful artistic shots. The animation budget, it looked like it took a dive during episodes 10 through 12, which was a major disappointment. Because it's not a big budget show, but the budget didn't, to me, the animation wasn't handled the best in certain scenes, and I understand why for that emphasis for episode 12 anyways on the main villain ignoring the fodder. But it would have been nice for them to pump more of that budget into that big fight, especially when like that fight scene in episode 10, it seemed like a very apparent, maybe it wasn't a dive in the budget, animation budget, but it did seem like it visually it tipped down a bit from the previous episodes, 4 episodes 10 and 11. But still very enjoyable. I did like the episodes 10 through 12. I liked them. Episode 12 I did like. However, episodes 1 through 9, or 1 through 8 at least, I loved, right? Another thing I want to talk about is the dynamic in the show is very interesting. I've talked about that before. Like the main character is overpowered. That's his whole thing, and he's like the Yusha behind the scenes. The character tropes are very clear and straightforward with it, which is not a bad thing. Right? It makes it more watchable by different age groups, so that's fine. Simple and straightforward isn't a bad thing. So it makes it very easily to take good things, traits from the character to heart, to relate to, and to see as a role modelish behavior, and the bad things to dismiss, right? So that's a quality thing of the trope being more simple and straightforward. I do like all the characters. Tanya's my fave. Let me know who your favorite is below, actually. I think Tanya's just like really cool. And I think she's the prettiest. Nina is definitely cute. I'm wondering why she only has 3 tails rather than 9 though. Yeah, if she was like about like a foot or 2 taller, I would maybe put her on par with Tina. But yeah, going back to the world leveling system in this show, it's very interesting because I haven't really seen this in another show. Like I mentioned how there was a C rank monster, and the C rank beat the S rank fairies because the fairies can only use magic, and the C rank is immune to magic, which is very interesting. So it's like the power dynamic in the show is fascinating because you get like in niche situations you can have a lower ranked monster be a higher ranked one, which is crazy. So it shows that the ranking system goes by pure like power output, but it doesn't account for certain niche situations because the fairies I guess could steamroll anyone, virtually anyone, but except if they have magic immunity, right? So that's very fascinating that they do have that, there is that aspect of the world there, right? Where there are niche situations like, oh, an S rank that can only use magic abilities, they can't really do anything to a lower ranked monster, a C rank even, who has magic immunity. Even though they're weak physically, they have magic immunity. So yeah, like that's really interesting. I haven't really seen that in any other show. But yeah, so I did like that. The last episode, it felt more like an OVA, but very enjoyable, relaxing. To be honest, I would have wished that they just made it an OVA episode instead, and then put the budget for episode 13 into episode 12 for like better animation and pacing. Extended the episode a bit, and had a bigger budget for the fight. So yeah, I wish they did that. If there is a season 2, which I hope there is because I do love this show, I do hope to see like a bigger animation budget for it, because especially to complement the beautiful shots that this show does tend to have, I do hope to see that. I do want to see more background on the ultimate species, like their history and stuff. See the Yusha get humbled. So his character was very straightforward, clear cut on how he is, him and his party. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention that did bother me with the show was the nun girl. Because, like, I don't think they should have used a religious symbol. They used a cross. I don't think they should have used a religious symbol that reflects a religion in real life. Because you could have people foolishly associate the behavior and mannerisms of a made-up character with those who profess and follow such faith in real life, which would be foolishness on the viewer's behalf. This is something that children, if they were to watch, or preteens who are children, or whoever, would not be able to as adequately distinguish and discern compared to someone who is older with with more experience in viewing shows and in experiencing the world, as in just living. So that's a issue I have with that there. Like, if you're going to have something like that, you should not use real life symbols that reflect any religion, because then it may be taken out of context, right? So that I do find to be a problem there. So if there is a second season, I would hope that that is mitigated and changed, so there is no issues there for that. And then also I do hope that bigger budget to reflect the beautiful art style and everything. And yeah, I think the pacing issue for the last couple episodes was also because budget related. So I think. And then again, I wish that episode 13 would have been an OVA instead, and they would have put that budget into 12. But I did love episode 13, but still. So yeah, let me know what you thought about the series, what you loved about it, what you hated about it. Would you watch the second season if they got one? Do you think it's worth a rewatch? I think it is. For me, I would buy the Blu-ray for this show. I would buy the Blu-ray for this show, despite me loving the first 8 or 9 episodes much more than the 3 after it. I would still buy the Blu-ray for it. I did love it. I would rewatch it. Probably not for some time. But yeah, I do think this show has a lot of good value to take to heart and everything as well, right? Especially because it's so simple and clear cut in its tropes. Even for like a child, not a young child, but a child, it's fine to watch, except certain things. With the only exception I would say again would be like certain jokes that Runa, I think was her name, makes at times, and then There's not really any edginess, but except in episode 8 a little bit. But yeah, I think it's an enjoyable show for people of all ages. So yeah, even myself as a young adult, I do enjoy it. I did greatly enjoy it. And yeah, I do hope it gets a second season. And I think I covered everything I wanted to talk about. I think that's it. So yeah, I'll see you in the next reaction. I wanted to start our Isekai Oji-san, but the last episode got delayed, so I won't be starting that. Chainsaw Man will be coming last episode. I don't know what I'll react to for the new season. Let me know suggestions below, and I'm not promising I'll watch it, but I'll at least look at it and see if it's my type of thing. But I will be doing Made in Abyss reactions. I want to do Spy X Family, but I know it's getting a season 2, and if it's gonna start soon, then I'll probably hold off. I do want to watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners as well, but I'll probably start Made in Abyss first. I saw season 1 of Made in Abyss, but none of the movies, and I haven't seen season 2. Anyways, and I know that's a dark show though. That's a dark, painful show to watch. So I'd like something lighthearted to balance it out. But anyways, I'll see you in the next reaction. See ya. Peace. Thanks for watching. Like it if you liked the subscribe for more because it helps out a lot, and comment below what you thought about, you know, the series, the season, the show itself, what you loved, what you hated, what you liked, what you disliked. Probably my favorite thing about the show is the opening. The opening was a banger. And the lighting in it. Though those are my two favorite things. Some of the lighting scenes were gorgeous. Even the cloud in this scene in the background, you can see like faints of pink on the cloud and stuff. And purple on the cloud there. It's really nice. They had beautiful lighting for the backgrounds. Surprising for like the budget this show seemed to have. See ya. Peace.